Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. So also the energy-packed 2 evenings filled with exciting presentations and workshops has now come to an end. So it is now time for the closing remarks. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce you our exceptional speaker, Teacher G, the retired professor, Myint, for the closing remarks. So
Hi.
Professor Myint, Mama, may I call upon you to give the closing remarks?
Okay, thank you. Okay, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, I'll begin. I have great pleasure and I take great pride in being able to give the closing remarks on this occasion. It was a great challenge, I know, for everybody, for the participants, for the organizers, and for the teachers and the presenters. But this has come to a very successful end. Okay, I'll share screen now. Okay. Okay. This is the topic that we have gone through, Myanmar TESOL, TESOL, I would say, ELT opportunities and challenges during a post-COVID crisis. Yes, it is a crisis. And because every challenge can be turned into an opportunity. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Teacher. Yes.
Okay. So challenges can always become opportunities. So this COVID crisis is a challenge, but it is also an opportunity. As there are many challenges, there are many opportunities. No? First of all, I would like to show you the participants profile. This is from the registered profile because many could be absent. It might not be that much, but this is the participants profile that have registered. Naturally, in Myanmar, female teachers are very much more than the males. So we have by gender 84%. What happened to my? Okay. 84% females and male only 16. And from the public sector, that is the government sector, 68%. I'm very, very happy that the government sector has a maximum number, and the private sector. Private sector means not only the private schools, but the international schools and also the freelance teachers, 32%. And the status of the teachers, the candidates, or the people, the participants coming in, pre-service just 11%, in service, oh, it's amazing, 73%, and educators and administrators, 16%. Educators, they are still interested in teaching. Administrators, so happy to see them interested in teaching again. And of course, the students that our teachers are teaching, they come up to preschool 10%, young learners 36%, young adults 24%, and surprisingly, adults 30%. That means that though you are getting old, many people in Myanmar would like to learn English. And of course, the teaching experience has a very diverse number. We have people who have less than 5 years. To tell you the truth, it's 0 to 5 years, and 35%, 5 to 10 years, 30%, and 10 plus, 35%. It's quite a good number because 35, 30, 35 is quite fair. And academic qualification of the participants, undergrads, 10%, graduates, 30%, and postgrads, 60%. And postgrad means people with postgrad diplomas, masters, and there are some PhDs. I'm so proud to say that we have participants, we have people who are PhDs, and still they are interested and they would like to come, they would like to learn, they would like to experience, and they would like to share. So it is with great pride that I say that the participants are from undergrads to the PhDs. Now, what are the outcomes? As Cherry says, everything must come to an end. Every good thing must come to an end. So we would like to know what the outcomes are. What have we gained by attending this conference? Oh, a warm welcome to an English teaching community. So you have made friends, new friends. No, you have contacted. You have contacts with people who are fellow teachers as well as educators. And of course, exposure to informative talks from the keynote speakers. I don't know about you, but I really learned a lot from the keynote speakers. And of course, experiencing and participating in presentations and workshops, both international and local educators. It is not easy because if you have to go in person to attend in the real situation, you might not be able to go, but as an online course, oh, you are free to come and join, and it's easier to join an online course if you have the technology, I would say. Okay, of course, you experience strenuous, yes, it's a great strain, challenging, it is a challenge, and highly motivating activities. And of course, after attending this course, you have more confidence in teaching English. This is from the part of the people who come in as participants. And of course, Myanmar TESOL. What has Myanmar TESOL achieved? It's a two-way thing. The giver as well as the receiver gain something. Myanmar TESOL, MN TESOL has successfully conducted a huge conference. One good thing. And it has accepted the challenge posed by COVID-19 and won over the challenge made by COVID-19. You have won. No? The battleground, on the battleground, you have won, and you have come out as a winner. And Myanmar TESOL has taken the first step to bridge the digital divide between developing countries and developed countries. This is one of the obstacles that we have to overcome. Because of the lack of funds and lack of awareness of technology, we need to bridge the digital divide. We have to, no? But I don't know how and when, but the time will come. Because of this, we must go on using the internet and going on online classes. Of course, we have shared experience across the globe. Myanmar TESOL has made it possible for many people to have shared experience across the globe by recruiting international and local educators. It's a very rare opportunity for the participants. And of course, once you come in, you talk, you listen, you talk, and you share. And you also care. Sharing and caring of experiences, strategies, skills, etc. And of course, you have enjoyed. I know that you have enjoyed because I have enjoyed also. Giving enjoyment, this is done by Myanmar TESOL. By participating in this conference, it has taken away the feeling of being isolated or alone. At least you can speak to people. At least you can speak to friends. At least you can speak to people whom you have never met before. But now you have seen them, you have met them, you have worked with them. So you have widened your circle of friends, and this helps you in this stay home lockdown situation. You feel that you are no longer alone. You have somebody with you. You have your co-workers, your colleagues, you who all are interested in educating and upgrading Myanmar. Okay, and of course, Myanmar TESOL has gained confidence to conduct another conference. Soon, I hope. It's a question mark. It's a question. How soon is the question? But yes, MN TESOL can conduct a conference. So you have gained confidence to conduct another conference, and I hope it will be soon. We used to have about 3 to 4 conferences, but now this is the only one for this year. But as this has gone so smoothly, Cherry, May, and Hang Tian, I rely on the three of you to host another conference soon. Okay, and these are what has Myanmar TESOL achieved. And of course, words of appreciation for the keynote speakers and the person who gives the welcoming speech. Mr. Whitecross, Principal Consultant, English for Education Systems, British Council, he gave a beautiful poem, The Abundance of Elsewhere, because as people who have joined the Ministry of Education, we have had our transfers. We have worked elsewhere and enjoyed it. So when he talked about that poem, oh, it took me to the many places that I work, which are not in Yangon, no? Chibo, Magui, Mandalay. So I was going elsewhere a lot. So yes, it is good if you can expand and go somewhere else, elsewhere, and enjoy living there, enjoy working there. And Dr. Willie A. Ranandia, National Institute of Education, Nanyang Technology University, Singapore, approaches and methods for enhancing the language skills. He talked a lot about having a lot of receptive skills to expose yourself to listening and reading to enhance the productive skills. Yes, you have to listen to be able to speak. You have to read a lot to be able to write well. Many people say that listening and speaking go together, and sometimes reading and writing go together, but all four skills cannot be split up. You have to go hand in hand. Of course, our students are very reluctant to speak out because they lack the confidence of not being able to speak well, or they might think that other people might look down if they use the wrong grammar. Oh, but you have to remember that language, the main purpose of language is for communication. So if you can make what you want to say to other people, oh, it's okay. If you can understand what other people are saying, it's okay. So you need not go in for very correct grammar, because I have come across a lot of native English speakers in Myanmar, in international schools. I must tell you a secret that they are not very good in grammar. So native speakers are not good in the native language because we very seldom speak correct Myanmar with the correct grammar of Myanmar. Because when we speak, we have lapses. No? It's very true. So the native speakers, when you are a native speaker, you acquire the language. So you have a better chance because you have learned the language. You could be a better teacher than a native speaker because you have learned it. You have not acquired it. You have systematically learned it. So you can be a better teacher than have that confidence. You can be a better teacher than a native speaker. And as you are a trained teacher, because you have attended conferences and classes and things like that, you can be a better teacher with better skills than a native speaker. Okay, have that confidence. And I would like to thank Professor Dr. Sorton, Head of the English Department, Mandalay University of Foreign Languages, Ministry of Education, retired. He gave an overview of the crisis and the impact of this pandemic. Yeah, but he did say something about the online classes, the advantages. It is the flexibility of online learning. That means that you can learn from home, think of it, and you can teach from home, think of it. You don't have to dress up, you don't have to wear a uniform, and you're not timed. You don't have to worry whether the ferry is coming or the car is ready or the driver is ready or is there a traffic jam. No, you can learn from home or from office at your leisure and pleasure. So yes, online learning is very flexible, but when you learn, you have to make sure that you are learning. And when you teach, you have to make sure that you are teaching in the real sense of the word. You can be sitting at the table and pretend to learn. That's what we did a lot when we were young. You can always pretend to learn, sit at the study table and learn nothing. But with online teaching, you are more self-study. You have to train yourself to make sure that you learn. This is flexible. That means that you can be lazy or you can be studious. It's your own choice. So I would like to thank the keynote speakers for coming in and giving such informative talks on diverse themes. Yes, I really enjoyed, and I'm really thankful to the people who have organized this, because I have learned a lot. But I could not sit into the presentations because I am getting very, very old. I'll be 75 in 2021. So think of it. So I'm not that young. Okay, now, after the words of appreciation, I would like to thank the sponsors, but I hate the word sponsor. So I would say the supporters of this conference. The AEC, UTS, Australian Education Centre, University of Sydney, Technology, Media Sport, Poster, Certificates in YouTube channel. And all you do, Teacher Cherry and Lancaster Education Centre, Zoom account for 500 participants. I think it is all you do. Thank you so much. And of course, Streamline Private International School, 5 Zoom accounts for 300 participants in administration and volunteer co-hosts for all sessions. Oh, I really salute the volunteers. They were very competent. Without them, we would not be able to have this. No, whatever much you give, we need the technology and the technological support, because it gives you confidence that, oh yes, they are there. If I should fail to contact, or if I should fail to do anything, they are there to help me. That gives you a lot of confidence. Okay, I salute the volunteers, the co-hosts of all sessions. Yes, they did most of the work together with many of the people from TESOL. No? Okay. Now, I would like to give words of congratulations and thanks for the working team, the organization team, Cherry Chichitado from AEC, Kangaitin from Lancaster Education Center, Kathleen, where's Kathleen? I have not seen her as yet. Is Kathleen around? Kathleen Thain from TESOL and Mimi Win, TESOL, Myint and Zaton. Oh, Myint, I congratulate you for being able to come up with a workshop instant. Okay, A. Martet, another from TESOL, and Lillian Tai. May has been telling me that Ma and Lillian Tai have been working very, very hard, because the younger you are, the more work you have to do. I know that. No? And of course, words of congratulations and thanks are due to Professor Dr. Kyaw Sang-Wen from Putan University, and the Zim Q from Streamline Private International School, Mimi Chaw, another from Streamline, and now Elizabeth. These are more like they are the, what shall I say, the backbone of the show. And Minton from Myint University, Mim Pai Mo, PA Education Degree College, Mo Mien Tan, and Council Zo. I'm very impressed that you are still undergrads, candidate from BDs. Oh, as I got my first degree from the Institute of Education, now a university, and the second degree also from the Institute of Education, because the English majors were placed at Yangon Institute of Education. So I got my first degree, B.Ed, and the second degree, MA, from the Institute of Education, and I retired from the Institute of Education. So all my life, I've been at B.Ed. I would like to really congratulate these people who have made it possible, who have made something they have achieved, the achievers. And of course, all the participants, because it's not easy to sit at the computer from 6 to 9 for 2 days at a stretch. No, 2 days in succession, I would say. It is not easy, and it is a challenge. You know that it's good for you. It's going to be good for you. But with all tasks, you have to be highly motivated to join for 2 days, and to be highly responsible to make sure that you attend, and to make sure that you get what you are supposed to get from this conference. Now, we hope to get more out of the conferences, and we hope to get more conferences in the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Major Myint, for your eloquent closing remarks. We really appreciate your encouragement. Well, although
Any promise for another conference?
Yes, if you promise that you will be back with us next year.
Okay.
Is that a promise?
Of course, if I'm able to, I'll come. Okay.
And we see Dr. Zortun as well. Is that a promise from Dr. Zortun? All right, so we've got 2 speakers for next year. So away we go. All right, so although TESOL Virtual Conference 2020 has come to an end, I strongly believe that this is the beginning of a new space and time for the individual professional growth. And so with this remark, I would say goodbye to everybody and stay safe. And thank you for supporting
everyone. Put up the survey papers.
Yes, we will send the survey paper, survey links through email after the conference.